My name is Katherine. I'm a junior at Lincoln High School.
What's your story? How did you come to know Jesus and start a relationship with him?
So I grew up going to church with my family, and I gave my life to Christ when I was very young, still in later elementary school. Throughout middle school, I faced struggles with friendships, with beliefs, and kind of trying to figure out who I was and what I wanted to value in life. Then I joined an FCA group, and that really helped me grow my faith. And I just kind of got to know what my purpose was and more of what I wanted to do and what it really meant to follow Jesus. And then throughout high school during COVID, I struggled with just kind of being a joyful person. It was a hard time when you're kind of isolated from friends and not being able to hang out with family. And then I was reached out by one of my friends to join a collision group. And so I joined a group, and then I ended up starting my own. So collision has really impacted me personally in helping me to grow my faith. I've learned tools to help me share my faith with other people, but also tools to how to minister to others, and just confidence that I didn't have before. Collision has provided me with opportunities to go up to random strangers and ask them if they know Jesus, and then share the hope of Jesus with them. Through Collision, I've done some outreach opportunities. In the summer, we've gone to different parks and talked to people. We have lunches at Lincoln every Tuesday. What we do is we bring in food, so usually we have pizza, and sometimes we've had Chick-fil-A, which has been really fun. But what we do is we have a lesson plan for each week, and we go around and ask everyone what their high and low of the week were. And from there, we're able to start conversations. Just a couple weeks ago, there was a new girl to our lunch, and she didn't know Jesus, and she hadn't heard the Three Circles before, and we had actually been praying for her to come to lunch the week before with one of her friends. And so she came, and I just felt it in my heart that she needed to know who Jesus was. And so I shared the Three Circles with her and asked her what circle she was in, and she said the broken one, but she said she wanted to move into the circle full of God's love. And so we said a prayer together, and she gave her life to Christ. One time I felt very challenged to share with a table of students who sits in the foyer every day. From the outside would look a little bit different from me, and I was a little bit intimidated to go and share with them, as I was pretty sure they were going to shoot me down right away. But they all listened, and they were very respectful, and afterwards some of them didn't want to hear anymore, but I was able to share the gospel with them, and then they've talked to Collision every week. Collision has really impacted Lincoln that I've seen through our lunches. We started off with just a handful of kids, and now we're at the point where we're flowing out of the room. And so it's cool to see people are inviting their friends, they want to get them involved, and the gospel is being shared and people are being prayed for. At lunches, we've challenged everyone to write down a list of 5 or more of their friends to be praying for. And so just knowing that our school is being prayed over and that the students in it are being prayed for, I've really seen just help bring everyone more happiness. So. A couple of weeks ago, when we were with Collision talking to students, there's just so many broken families and broken homes that students live in. People who struggle with depression, with drug usage, with vaping, and just also an insane amount of stress from schoolwork. And it's just a lot of things that students are going through. Well, Jesus can transform brokenness. I believe that he can heal, and he is stronger than any kind of struggles that we're gonna face. And I think that if more people had Jesus, they'd be able to get through the struggles. And we see a lot of suicide attempts at Lincoln. And so just having Jesus and bringing him into the conversation kind of allows students to have hope. I think that any of the cost of sharing the gospel is definitely minimal to the gains in heaven. And I think that even though I know that people judge me and that they might think I'm weird for sharing Jesus or for loving Jesus, but I'm not ashamed of that. And I'm proud to be a Christian and to share the gospel with other people, and I want other people to know Jesus and to have that chance so that they don't have to suffer for an eternity.